Good evening. Welcome to ITV News Anglia.
Here are tonight's main stories.
Hello from David and from me. Welcome to the programme.
First tonight, how Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge is leading the UK's first study of its kind into improving outcomes for children with traumatic brain injuries.
It's the leading cause of death and disability in children worldwide, with experts saying this new study will help doctors fine-tune treatments.
Well, Mia Jack from Soham took part in the research after an accident 6 years ago left her in an induced coma, and Hannah Kings has been to meet her.
Some more of your day's news now, and a woman has been killed and 2 people injured after a fire at a house near Saffron Walden. A teenage boy who died after the car he was in plunged into a river in Northamptonshire has been named. Well, next tonight, farmers from across the region have once again descended on the capital to protest against government plans to impose inheritance tax on agricultural property.
A rally was held at Westminster today, urging the government to make a U-turn. Parliament is holding a debate on the issue after nearly 150,000 members of the public signed a petition backing farmers.
Well, our political correspondent Tom Sheldrick is at Westminster. Good evening, Tom. Yet another protest by the farming community.
Well, next tonight, people across our region are being urged to take a test for HIV this week as part of ongoing efforts to cut transmissions of the virus.
The government today announced its commitment to ending new HIV cases by 2030 and wants people to take advantage of home testing kits, similar to those used during the pandemic. Chris Conway reports.
And a simple thing to do. Thanks for joining us. It is Monday evening. ITV News here in the Anglia region. Still to come from Becky and me.
Actually, we're going to stay with sport because it is said to be fast, fun and easy to learn. Very important. 3x3 is a slimmed-down form of basketball and the format has just had a funding boost in this country.
Yeah, well, the aim is to strengthen the grassroots game and increase the chance of a GB team making it to the LA Olympics in 2028. Kevin Ashford has this.
It's massively popular now, isn't it, basketball?
Very much. They should sign Kevin up, I reckon.
He wasn't bad.
No, they might have all their sneakers as well. There's a squeaking going on.
Right, the ITV Evening News follows us at 6:30. Here are the headlines with Mary.
That is a staggering story, isn't it?
7 years.
Yeah. But the dog's tail was wagging.
Yes.
Happy to be home. We all have a favourite childhood book, which kind of brings back fond memories. Just by looking at that cover, you're taken right back, aren't you? For many people, it's likely to be a book from one publisher, and that's Ladybird.
Of course it is. Ladybird books populated shelves throughout the 20th century with decades of stories and iconic illustrations on the front cover. And one woman from Harpenden loves them so much, she's brought her collection to Peterborough Museum.
Yep, but Rosie Dowsing is there for us. Which one? I remember the porridge pot.
Yes.
Yeah, remember that one. Yeah. Right, before we get to the weather, pictures of Ed Sheeran busking, they're pretty familiar. It's how he launched his singer-songwriting career. And he continues to bust now, even though he's a global superstar.
Well, we're pretty sure, though, it's been a while since he was moved on by the police. But this is what happened to him in India yesterday.
Fans of his music. Maybe that's what it was. You don't know.
Surely not.
Surely not. Everyone is.
All right, let's get the weather now. Here's Lucy.
It ain't spring yet, is it?
No, it felt like the day never got going today. I didn't see any sunshine.
And now it's over.
Yeah. And we will see you tomorrow, I hope.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Good evening. Welcome to Monday's ITV News Anglia.
Here are tonight's main stories. Hello from Becky and me, and welcome to the programme.
First tonight, the grandmother from Norfolk facing losing her home to the sea for a second time.
79-year-old Bryony Near at Reading watched on as her bungalow was demolished after the storm surge in 2013. Well, now her current home in Haysborough is about to suffer the same fate as the devastating impact of coastal erosion once again takes hold.
Well, with that in mind, last week she had a static caravan hoisted into her garden where she hopes to spend the next 8 years. Andy Ward has more. A jury continues to consider its verdict in the trial of a man accused of murdering a retired postmistress in Cambridgeshire. Farmers from across the region have once again descended on the capital to protest against government plans to impose inheritance tax on agricultural property.
Well, next tonight, campaigners fighting to save a vast expanse of heathland in Colchester are celebrating after the council said it would not use it to build more homes.
Middlewick Ranges, known as the Wick, belongs to the MOD, but it's also used by the public as a green space.
Well, the site's ecological importance, home to nightingales, bats and a rare acid grassland, has finally been considered by council officers as too important to lose to housing. Hannah Pettifer reports. Right, it is coming up to almost 6:10. It is ITV News in the Anglia region. Still to come from us. Let's hope so. I've just about thawed out from this morning. Well, next tonight, people across our region are being urged to take a test for HIV this week as part of ongoing efforts to cut transmissions of the virus.
The government announced today its commitment to ending new HIV cases by 2030 and wants people to take advantage of home testing kits similar to those used during the pandemic. Chris Conway reports.
After us at 6:30, it is the ITV Evening News. Here's Mary.
It is 21 minutes past 6. Next for you, a reunion between a beloved dog and a family in Norfolk.
Yeah, we love this story. Just over 7 years ago, Daisy the Labrador was stolen from a garden at her home in Old Buckenham near Attleborough, sparking a social media appeal urging anyone who had her to bring her home.
Well, Daisy, who's now 13, has finally been reunited with her owners Rita and Philip Potter after the RSPCA discovered her more than 200 miles away at a suspected backyard breeder site in Somerset.
Now, before we get to the weather, pictures of Ed Sheeran busking are pretty familiar. It's how he launched his career, isn't it, in and around Suffolk. And he continues to busk now, even though he's, well, let's face it, a global superstar.
He is. Well, we're pretty sure it's been a while since he was moved on by the police, though. But this is what happened to him in India yesterday.
Weren't fans of his music. There aren't many that aren't, though.
Who could not be? Let's get the weather now. Here's Lucy.
Leaden sky, leaden sky, leaden sky.
There ain't some sunshine in that forecast, is there? Never mind.
Is there? Soon, hopefully. We live in hope.
Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye-bye.